Hey folks, welcome to Monday night. It's been a Monday. Into the Davis's kitchen. I'm Nikki.
And I'm Chili.
And guess what?
It's time for
The
dinner.
dog wants out.
Of course.
It is 6:30 on a Monday night, and it is her time to go outside. Goodness. We are headed virtually to New Mexico tonight, and as soon as Chili Bean gets back, we'll talk about the cocktail and the food that we're going to have. It never fails when you've got two dogs floating around the house.
It's okay.
And tequila. Tequila's going to be good. Monday started funny. I left my phone at home, and you left your glasses at home, and then I spilled my coffee all over my desk at work, and it just is what it is. So,
It is.
So I have been through New Mexico. Never to. Have you been to?
Mm-mm.
No. So this is a
Virtual first for me.
Yeah, virtual all the way around. We are, however, pretty blessed where we live to have very good Mexican restaurants, and a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Here
The
in
orchards.
here in Southern Illinois, and it's because of a large Hispanic population that honestly started as a migrant population. I don't know, probably the 1960s, maybe 70s.
Mm-hmm.
And they no longer migrate. They stay. They have
stay.
stayed and put down roots. And
good for them.
Thankfully, because it helps our agricultural industry quite a bit, and Mexican food.
Yeah.
So we are pretty familiar with the lay of the land. However, we're going to do some things here at home that I don't typically. When you have great Mexican restaurants, I don't cook it at home.
We don't.
We just go grab a bite to eat.
It at home that often either.
Not usually. No. It's kind of our favorite thing to do, place to go when we eat out.
Mm-hmm.
So, however, we are going to show you how to do something pretty cool here on the home front, and maybe a new dish or two that you maybe aren't familiar with, even if you live here where we do. So,
Ice them up.
Ice them up. Get us going.
Yep. So what we're going to do first, we're going to make a chamayo. We'll call it a chamayo, which is a cocktail that New Mexico is famous for. So chamayo is a tequila cocktail. So in each glass, we're going to put an ounce and a half.
Sorry. Was that enough ice?
Yeah, sure.
Too much ice?
Good enough.
I'm getting out of the way now.
An ounce and a half of tequila. Or for those of you doing dry January, or you have a tequila alternative.
So recovering from the New Year's. Happy New Year's, by the way.
Yeah.
I guess technically
that was last
week, but still.
That's okay. I'm sure that some people are still having to recover.
Well, it might be.
And then an ounce of unfiltered apple juice.
Or apple cider.
Cider, actually, not apple juice. Pardon me. I might have to double these up.
It's okay.
Yeah. I'm not going to complain.
Oh, because, you grabbed highball glasses.
Yeah. And half an ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice. Squeeze.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to double them up.
I do too.
That's okay.
We'll just start doubling.
There you go. Although a double might not.
It'll work.
Might not quite fit, but they're going to be very full.
We'll find out.
So we're putting 2 cocktails in 1 glass.
Hey, if anything else, just take an ice cube out.
Well, that's true too.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. Just take an ice cube out.
It's a pretty color.
Backwards. I'm getting more tequila.
So how much of each should we end up going in a highball glass?
Well, these are doubles, it looks like. So 3 ounces of tequila, 2 ounces of apple cider, 1 ounce of lemon juice, freshly squeezed, straight out of the bottle. And then half an ounce, if we're doubling them up, we're half an ounce of the cream de quesos.
Which is a blackcurrant schnapps liqueur kind of.
It is.
Yeah.
So
hey, Miss Jill. Thought you could join us.
And half an ounce for you. And if you wanted to garnish this, a fresh apple slice would be really nice.
It would indeed.
Or, your other favorite kind of garnish. My
Uh-oh.
favorite garnish.
I have a dead battery in a camera.
Oh, no.
That is not good of me, is it?
Nope. Just grab my cell phone and use it.
I'm going to grab your cell phone and use it. And I'll go get another camera later.
So we're going to use apple cider, cream de quesos, lemon juice, and some Terramana tequila. So we've got 3 ounces, 2 ounces, 1 ounce, half ounce.
Beautimous. I'm like right in the light too. Sorry.
That's okay. I'm just waiting.
All right. Good.
Good, because I'm going to drink.
Drink up, buttercup.
Cheers.
It smells really good.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
Wow. That's
good.
That's an unusual combination. Maybe not. Maybe just for us.
Just the apple cider.
Yeah. See, we wouldn't pair tequila with apple cider here.
No,
It would be.
think so. Yeah, but it's good. But yeah, that's a little different, but still really good.
I like it.
Would be very refreshing on a hot day.
Hot day in New Mexico. That's probably why it's very popular.
A hot, dry day in New Mexico.
Jeez, yeah.
Yeah. So there we go. That's a Chimayo. We doubled them up. So for those of you not doubling, drink responsibly.
Right. Or doubling. Drink responsibly.
Yeah, for those of you doubling, drink responsibly.
Just in general.
Yeah. But it is really good. And as always, you can use your tequila substitute. We have Clean Tea, which is a tequila alternative.
Yeah, that's actually, I'm seeing a lot of these hit the market where we live now. There are probably 3 brands locally, and it's kind of the basics. There's a tequila, vodka, rum, and a whiskey, I think, or bourbon, something.
Bourbon-ish.
To do mocktails, and they're actually not too bad. Once you get it all mixed up, doesn't taste like tequila by itself, but mixed in with things, it's not a bad substitute. So
gin, there's a gin one too.
There is a gin one. Yes, you are correct. Yeah. So I grabbed a bottle just to kind of play with it, and not too bad. So it's a good alternative. What are we cooking? Gonna cook. We've been cooking. One thing with what we're doing tonight, it's not a come together quick meal. So I actually have some things pre-made,
pre-gamed.
And I will tell you that when we get to that point. We are going to do tacos al pastor, and that's the part that I had to do ahead of time. A squash and corn recipe that I probably have made in various ways, not realizing what I was making over the years, but it's common and popular in
what in corn?
Squash, like zucchini squash.
Oh.
And we'll pull that together real fast at the end with lots of cheese. It's going to have cheese on it.
What's the difference between zucchini and squash? I thought there was a difference.
So a zucchini is a squash, and you're thinking like yellow summer squash.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. So this is traditionally made with zucchini. You're thinking, yeah, well, we fry a lot of yellow summer squash in the summertime. What else am I making? Oh, beans, of course. So we'll get started. And the beans have to cook for a bit, so we're going to start there. All right. I've lost my cameraman.
I'll be right back.
So I have, I kind of got a jump start on the beans too, just to render down some bacon. So I took probably the equivalent of 3, maybe 4 pieces of bacon. She's wanting out now too.
No, she just yep, she wants out now.
But I used up some of my bacon ends that I keep on hand for recipes like this. So I have rendered that down, and I have probably a 1/4 cup, maybe 1/3 of a cup of bacon fat in here, probably about a 1/4 cup total. Leaving all the bacon in. So what we're going to do now is move some things out of the way, so we have room, because we're going to need a jalapeno And we're going to need one onion.
Where are we going to be at?
I'm going to be cutting up some vegetables for right now.
Okay.
So
That's where they are.
okay. So this is a recipe that is, I would call this similar to like when we make chuck wagon chili. It's a bean recipe that kind of follows that same history with regard to horsemen, cowboys, we would call here in the States. And it's also not a bean recipe that I've ever really made at home. I eat them a lot. I don't know. We don't make Mexican food at home typically because when we want Mexican food, we go to one of our many wonderful restaurants and get some. Because it's the real deal where we live. It's not Americanized Mexican food. Okay, so to the bacon, we're going to chop up an onion. And notice I kind of got ahead of myself when I cut the root end off. So if you do that, you can, I kind of do this backwards, slice across. So you have like half moon shapes, being careful not to cut your finger. And then you can slice through and get the dice. And I'm using a rather large onion.
Because we like onion.
Because I'm going to use half of it for this and half of it for our next dish, and actually reserve part of it to top our tacos. So I'm going to turn this down because you don't need to render it anymore. I just needed to heat it back up. I rendered this pretty low, so I've got some really good crispy crunchies in there.
Awesome.
So leave the root end on, pull the peel off, and just kind of as a reminder of how easy it is to cut an onion when you have peels that cooperate. Okay, leaving the root end on keeps everything intact. So slice into it. And across, and you'll get those pretty dices that we like. And be careful when you get to that end, and then just pitch that last little bit of it. Or save it for vegetable stock if you make that at home, and if you don't, it's super easy. All right, so this I'm going to put in with the bacon drippings and get that going.
Oh, I can hear it.
I can smell it. And we'll save the rest for the next thing we need. All right, 1 onion, chili beans, going to stir. 1 jalapeno pepper. Cut the stem off, cut it in half. Use your knife to pull the seeds out, or use a spoon to pull the seeds out if you want. If you don't want to pull the seeds out, that's okay too, but
just a little bit more heat.
Adds the heat. And then we're going to, just like we do a regular bell pepper, we're going to dice this pretty small.
Dog in.
What?
Dog.
Oh. It's real life, folks. Interruptions and all. All right. Ooh, this one's got a little heat to it because I can feel it in my eyeballs. Now, if you're dealing with like super hot peppers, wear gloves before you do everything I just did. Jalapeno is not usually too bad unless you're working with a whole lot of them. That said, chili is going to talk while I wash my hands.
So it looks like Georgia won the toss. They're going to defer.
Football.
Yeah.
Do you have the game on?
Yeah, we have the national championship game on in the background. So if I am a little distracted, hey, what's up, Looney?
Hey, Looney.
So if I am a little distracted, it is the college football playoff national championship game going. So
all right,
I am watching that and this at the same time.
All right.
That's why we knocked the wall out in our kitchen.
That it is true. I knocked a wall out so I could watch TV from the kitchen.
She wasn't thinking of National College Football playoffs, but you know.
That's okay. All right, 3 give or take garlic cloves.
Oh, that looks so good.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Mhm.
You can get the rest of it. Thank you. It's going back.
Oh, that way they can see the.
Oh, gotcha.
We've got peppers and onions, and bacon, and some garlic.
And I'm doing the beans first, so they'll,
Whew.
because they really need to cook for about 20 minutes. I'm using canned beans to make my life easier. If you did this from dried beans, you would want to.
Oh, is that all of the garlic at once?
All the garlic at once.
man.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we're going to put in a couple of chipotles in adobo sauce with the adobo sauce.
Mm,
And I'm just going to pop them in there
go for it.
because they will break up on their own.
I'll make sure they break up.
But you do kind of want them to break up. That leaves me about half a can for something else. Chipotles, by the way, are roasted jalapeno pepper. So we've got a fresh jalapeno and the chipotle. I have to look at my recipe because I had to write down what I decided we were going to do.
They're not. It's Chipotle's not its own pepper.
No.
Oh,
I'm putting in about a tablespoon of tomato paste to give it a little bit of acidity and depth of flavor. You absolutely don't have to do that. You could also add tomatoes, but Chili
Nope.
doesn't like them, so
nope,
I'm not.
We're not adding real tomatoes. We're adding tomato paste.
Right. Okay, so now we're going to add the beans. And because we have a Hispanic population, we have, that's with chili oil.
Yeah.
We have a Mexican grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
So we ran there to get some of the stuff that we wanted. All right, I am going to rinse my beans real quick.
I don't know if you guys can see this real well, but it looks delicious.
And these are pinto beans. That's what you want for this. And it's just a 29-ounce can because we don't need a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
But strain them, rinse them a little bit. And
Oh, I
we're
hope
going to pop that in.
TCU gets the upset. I don't think they will, but I hope so. Hi, Debbie.
All right. And now I'm going to put in about a cup of chicken stock. And this is homemade chicken stock that I did last night after we had some wings. So it's a little gelatinous.
I got it.
Okay.
I'm stirring.
Gelatinous. Oh, geez, it's Monday.
Yeah, gelatinous. Like
Collagen.
a cube. Like a cube.
Collagen
A
in
gelatinous
that.
cube.
All right. So now we're going to add the typical kind of Mexican Tex-Mex spices. All right. Teaspoon of chili powder. And I use the dark chili powder. Those chipotles and adobo sauce are hot, so you don't have to add a whole lot of hot pepper to this. About the same in ground cumin. And we have some ground Mexican oregano. I would skip the oregano if you don't have, all you have is Italian and Mediterranean. The flavor is not the same. Okay, I think that's all. That is it. Okay. So we're going to stir those up. I'm going to turn on a back burner. I'm going to try to turn on a back burner. There we go. Put a lid on it and let her go.
You slide it back that way?
Yep. We'll let it go for about 20 minutes and those beans will get they're already cooked because they're canned, but what we're going after is thickening up the chicken stock. Thank you.
There we go.
All right. Perfect.
Next.
Next.
Uh,
Yep. I'm going to play musical burners here.
You're going to go to the back one or the front one?
I'm going to this back one.
Oh.
Because that back one, my pan wasn't going to fit.
Gotcha. Moving stuff around.
Yeah, you know. All right. So this dish, also common in New Mexico, we're going to start out with some butter, which is underneath my hello doggy. And then I need one of those tomatoes too, please.
Yuck.
You don't like zucchini anyway, so I'm not too worried about it.
All right.
Turkey.
All right. I'll give you that one.
All right. I'm going to pop about a tablespoon of butter in here. Thank you.
Welcome.
Once that melts, we're going to add probably 2/3 of the rest of the, thank you, onions. And we're going to save that after that for the top of the tacos. And I'm going to switch pages to my recipe. And while that is melting, we're
How's
going
your
to
cocktail?
chop up, it's lovely, some zucchini. All right, I have 2 here, but we'll see how much it gives me here. All right, so zucchini, onion, tomato, corn, butter in the pan already. And I'm going to cut my zucchini in half and then in quarters because I want things kind of the same size. So like I've got corn in here, so I want my zucchini bites close to that size. It won't be perfect, but that way when you get a forkful, you've got almost the same size bite on everything. And I'm going to go ahead and use 2 zucchini. You can extend this recipe however you need to, for however many people you need to. This will serve me all week because nobody else will eat it.
That's right.
Sad.
Boo-hoo.
All right, we're going to let that cook down. I'm going to go ahead and put the zucchini in here.
So that's zucchini and onion
So
and
far.
butter.
And butter.
Butter.
This is a really simple dish, yeah.
Or the whites are just getting blown out.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but I always use frozen corn for everything, but canned corn would be okay too. And in the summertime, I would use corn on cob. But I've got about roughly half a cup here.
Let's see what that looks like.
And you don't,
Yeah.
I mean, if you like mushy zucchini, cook it down as far as you want to. I don't. I still want some bite to it. So we're going to turn the heat up high and let her start to do its thing. Okay. 1 tomato. It's okay if you have the seeds, but I'm going to show you what to do to not have the seeds. And actually, I'm not even going to worry about that. Cut the end off. Normally, on a big tomato, like a big...
Hi, Costas.
Hey, Costas, beefsteak, I would use my fingers and get in there, but this guy is kind of little.
Costas says he's not cooking with us tonight, but he's definitely enjoying the show.
Aw.
Well, Costas, that's okay. Just drink with us. We'll be all right.
Yeah, just drink with us. Are you still traveling? All right, garbage bowl. Take a spoon and just pull the seeds out before you cut it. Large tomatoes, use your hands. Do this over the sink, but this guy's kind of little.
So why do you not want the seeds?
Too much liquid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want this to be kind of a
All
dry.
you're wanting is like the outsides.
You just want the tomato.
Oh.
And actually, if you wanted to, you could roast the tomato or do some cherry tomatoes and roast them, and then the juice would kind of leave in the roasting process. All right. So we're going to cut it in half.
He said he just got back yesterday.
Oh,
He's still a
man.
little jet lagged.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. Just do some cocktails. You'll be all right.
All right. So we're going to chop that. If you go at it from the back side, you want a really sharp knife. Otherwise, from the inside.
Well, yours is pretty sharp, just not.
Yeah, it probably needs to be sharpened. All right, we're gonna hang on. We're gonna hang out with those here for a minute.
It's not ultra sharp like it used to be. Uh-oh. George is up 7-0, folks.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little char on the zucchini.
Mm.
And if you had like roasted zucchini left over from something, you could use that as well. All right. Here in a little bit, I'll put the corn in. Salt and pepper, but I'm going to wait to salt this until it gets a little char on it because I don't want too much liquid coming out at once.
How's our other stuff doing back there? It's got a little bit of bubbles.
Yeah, you want this to kind of boil so it boils away a bit.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I'm going to take that off so it does.
Okay. That's all right.
But kind of watch it. You don't want it to boil down so far that you burn the bottom. And the beautiful thing with, oh yeah, you can, I'm done chopping. With the beans is when I get tired of them in a couple of days,
Oh boy.
I will pop them out into a cast iron skillet with some bacon grease and mash them and fry them using refried beans.
You New Mexico person, you.
I love this kind of food.
I know you do. I like this kind of main course, but none of the sides.
You don't. You're not a beans and rice.
No.
Here we get beans and rice, which makes this a nice alternative. We don't get very few dishes on our menus. We're so used to beans and rice. But all right, I'm going to hit this with some salt. And this is not really meant to be a spicy dish. It's meant to complement the spicy. My corn going in. Smells good. I'll go ahead and put my tomatoes in. And if you would get out the various cheeses that are in there, I'd appreciate it because I'm going to need them.
Are they up here or are they?
Yeah,
Yep.
I brought them up. I need the melty. Yeah, you got it. Thank you.
Here you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 different kinds of cheeses go into this. Melty cheese. So I just grabbed quesadilla cheese because that's what I could find. You could use mozzarella if you wanted to, but I think the flavor would be like way off. So if you can find a good quesadilla cheese, use that. That's shredded, that melts really well. That's going to go on it to melt. So you kind of have this cheesy concoction of vegetables. And queso fresco, which crumbles. So the crumbly is going to be on the top after we serve it. But I'm going to go ahead and crumble some while we're waiting on this to finish up. Because it's probably...
You know what I'm doing, right?
You're making another drink.
I am. So what did I do to make this drink? I'm doubling it up. Like I did the last time.
Oh.
And I've got 3 ounces of tequila, 2 ounces of apple cider, 1 ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice, and half an ounce of cream de cassis.
Which
the black
is
currant.
Black currant. All right, I just pulled some off of it. Yeah.
Man, that is good. That looks so good. The color-wise is delicious.
It is pretty and
it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's actually pretty like that.
Cream de cassis, yeah, with it floating.
Mm-hmm.
But I am not drinking it like it's floating because some of those drinks would be
Ooh,
a whole bunch of tequila.
right? Okay. All right, we'll use that to sprinkle on top.
So I stirred it up a little bit.
I have to wash my hands like every move I make here.
That's okay.
All right, I'm going to turn this off now because I don't want mushy vegetables. I want
Okay, turn that off.
still crunchy. And my hands are wet.
Here.
Here, go from that end. We're going to sprinkle cheese on top, let it melt, and then we're just going to kind of let it sit there while we do the rest of everything. And then when we serve it, it'll be all gooey and melty and cheesy and yummy. Because, you know, cheese,
It's wonderful stuff.
right?
Yeah.
I love this. It's so good.
Well, I could have eaten some cheese.
All right, we're going to let that sit. In the meantime, I'm going to stir our beans back here. And we're just going to let the beans go until we're like totally done with everything. All right, let's talk about the pork meat that I made for tacos.
The al pastor part.
Right. So New Mexican cuisine is a combination. Chili, you can turn him back. You're eating cheese. Turn him back so they
Yeah.
can actually see us and not be empty.
I was eating cheese.
I know. God love you.
You didn't offer me any cheese. There we go.
Is a combination of Pueblo, Navajo, Spanish, just an amalgamation of all of that.
Mhm.
And tonight, with the al pastor, is actually borrowed from Lebanese cuisine.
It's a trash bowl.
That's okay.
So I
So
handed it to you. Lebanese.
yeah, so
Like
when
Lebanon?
the way you're supposed to do this, which clearly we cannot do on the home front because we don't have the equipment, is, and this is where the pineapple comes in. If you've ever been to a restaurant where you eat gyros, Kostas,
Greek Kostas.
and see them slice it off of the pit that it roasts on.
Mhm.
That's the cooking method that you're supposed to use for the al pastor. That's the name of the cooking method from a Hispanic perspective. So you layer the meat in between the sauce that goes down over it, and then pineapple on top of it, and then as the meat, it's like a pit roast. Only I can't even explain this. Instead of barbecue pit roast that goes side to side, it goes top to bottom. But then the pineapple juice drips down over the meat, and it gives this kind of this sweet, succulent flavor. I replicated that as best I could in the pressure cooker. Yeah, see, it got all cheesy and gooey
Oh,
and
this is
yummy.
very gooey. I'll show people that one.
Okay.
I don't know. Can you see that, folks? How gooey that is?
Right?
Is it hot? The handle's hot?
Handles will probably be hot, yes.
Yeah, they are. They're
Okay.
warm.
I'll just put
I'm
some
not
of
gonna
this in
touch
a
it.
big bowl.
Gotta go let a dog in.
Okay. So in the pressure cooker, I'm going to pull some of this out so you can really see it. I mixed together maybe a 3-pound pork roast and seared it off a little bit in some olive oil. In my blender, I put in, so here's the meat. Blended together an onion, some pineapple, fresh pineapple. Don't use canned, would be kind of a weird texture, I think. So fresh pineapple.
Pull it up so they can see it.
Zest and juice from 1 lemon, zest and juice from 1 orange, chipotles, plus a little extra sauce, chili powder, cumin. You'll get the recipe. I'm lost track now of what I've said. All of that blended together with a little bit of chicken stock on top of the pork roast in the pressure cooker. You could do this in a slow cooker. It's just going to take all day to do it. Pressure cooker took it 45 minutes on pressure with a natural release. So we were probably at an hour and 15 mark by the time I got to it. Still faster than the slow cooker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Much.
So that's how that turned out.
It smells delicious.
And one
It
thing,
smells so good.
it does smell good. One thing I'm going to do is pulverize my onions real fast
Okay.
for the tops of our tacos.
Okay. There's your pulverizer.
Because these are not cheese and tomato and sour cream tacos. These are onion and cilantro and lime tacos.
They are.
So you want teeny tiny.
Itty bitty bits.
Teeny, teeny, tiny.
Ooh, George is on a roll.
Oh my. Thinking maybe we should have let you have the night off.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
Okay. All right. So we have that. Now, for those of you watching, how do you guys heat up your tortilla shells? That's what I want to know.
You guys are going to get an idea of how we heat ours up because probably see. Oh, it's warm.
I'm going to have to move things again. Those beans are probably done enough. I can take them off the burner. All right. Cast iron. No oil.
Hot.
Hot baby.
Little over medium.
Yeah. I mean, cast iron heats up pretty well.
Mhm.
So as that's heating up, look at my cute little tortilla holder. So when you're heating up your tortillas, corn, I've got white corn tortillas or
Mhm.
flour.
Mhm.
Put them in a.
So we have corn.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
You'll survive.
You got me the healthy ones.
You'll survive. How many do you want?
1, 3.
Okay. He'll survive. So 3, 7.
I just grabbed a handful.
Okay, that's fine too. And these are like the real deal. These are not.
These are El Papo Cate Pedal. A
But,
family pack.
Yeah, get whatever you can. So hot,
Let it get hot.
yes, 10 to 15 seconds. Flip 10 to 15 seconds. It'll be nice and warm. Keep them nice and warm. If you don't have one of these cute little things, use tinfoil. It'll be fine. And cast iron does not take long to get warm. So this is going to be the part that takes the longest. So I'm going to do a couple for you and plate it, and then I'll do the rest of them later.
Okay.
So no biggie.
Well, don't plate mine because mine doesn't going to have any of these wonderful veggies. So why don't you plate yours with these wonderful veggies that
Okay.
you have?
Well, then would you run and get my other camera, please? I'll
flip at 15 seconds. You go.
Okay.
Because it's been 15 seconds and you were
Well, flip that one.
busy talking and
I talk a lot. I don't know what to tell you, dude.
so yeah, so she's off to the races, going to go get a camera, and I'm here flipping tortillas, warming them up and flipping them. We've got the little over medium heat on the cast iron skillet. Let's see if I can show you guys the cast iron. There we go. We've got an 8-inch cast iron. That's not that great. So let's go back to this.
Yeah, it's about a 9-inch.
I'm going to flip it back because.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, don't you do it.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's like being weird.
That's because it's got set on for
It is.
Doing outdoors at night.
I'll fix it later.
Because you didn't fix it.
You're right. I didn't.
You just went and grabbed and
It's
didn't
all
look at your
good.
settings.
Here, stick that in the opening.
Get in there. Get on there.
All right. So while Chili Bean's doing that.
Yeah, I'm just flipping and talking and you talk.
Okay. Any questions? I'm going to read through comments real fast
Ah,
while you're flipping.
I think I've got us all caught up on comments.
Caught up. Yep. Yep. Let us know what you're eating and drinking for dinner, though.
Yeah.
Haven't had that conversation yet.
No.
Oh, I need to slice a lime and an avocado.
You do that. Well,
Keep flipping?
keep flipping.
Okay. Pardon.
Keeping the dog out of the way.
Where are they on the... Yeah, I'll show you guys how to slice an avocado again.
Your mom
If you
says
want-
she pan fries her corn tortillas on both sides, then puts paper between them until she serves them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. We're well aware how you do it, but not.
Sometimes I do that too.
We're not doing that tonight.
All right, so lime, we
We're
want
doing
wedges.
it this way.
Well, it's because that's how you get them in the restaurants.
This is how you actually get them when you go out. There's no Earl
No.
in the bottom of the pan. It's just a screaming hot pan, which we probably ought to turn the heat up. That's why.
I'm turning it up.
Going to.
All right, so some lemon wedges.
The hell with our gas bill.
Yeah, it's not that bad. All right, avocado from California. All
From
right,
California or from Mexico?
probably California.
Because the commercials, avocados from Mexico.
I know. All right. Now, I've got a bad spot, which is okay because I'm the only one that's going to eat this. You can do this.
They can't see that.
Oh, they can't see this. Okay.
Would you like them to be able to see that?
Yeah, I was going to teach them how to do this so they don't chop their hand off.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second.
Okay. I'm going to put it back now. Going to glue the avocado back together. Okay. So
There you go.
avocado, I went around. Don't cut it in your hand if you're not used to it. Roly-poly it around the cutting board. You can open it up, hilt of the knife, pop that in there, twist, and it will come out. You can also rotate it so you're flat again. And do the same thing you just did. And when you open it up, it comes right out.
That's if you have really high hardness knife blades that are really thin. You don't want to do that because you could very easily.
Oh yeah, if you don't have good knives, don't try to stab the pit. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
Because you
that
are
bad
putting a lot
spot
of
out.
torsion on a knife blade that's
Yeah. Hi, baby girl.
not made for that kind of directional torsion. Yes, everybody does it. But if you have really thin, sharp knives, don't do that.
No.
Hey, look at this. This is like
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Then we'll just.
Do you see?
Yep. I do see. Oop, I missed part of the. You could use a spoon to do this too, by the way, if you wanted to, but this is the end of my cutting, so. I've got some bad spots in this little guy. I tried to get one that was like super right.
That's what happens.
Yeah, you're right.
When you try to beat the system pummels you into submission.
Not me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna win. All right. Now, one thing I will say is avocados will turn real fast, so I'm gonna spray that with some cooking spray to keep it from turning. Woo-wee. If I can find my cooking spray. And this is not gonna hurt them. It's just gonna keep them from getting too brown because it's gonna keep them from oxidizing. Okay, moving those out of the way. We're gonna build up a couple of these bad boys.
Mm-hmm.
I need a spoon.
Oh, I want.
I do.
Okay.
All right.
Put them back on us, would you?
I'm putting them back on us. All right. So cheesy, gooey
Well, I grabbed 7. How about that?
Well, there you go. You're not even going to take a bite of this, are you?
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry.
Beans.
Mm-hmm.
Not with that big old chipotle in it. That'd kill me.
I tried breaking it up as best I could.
That's fine. Maybe Phoebe eat this.
She might eat some.
Gonna sprinkle some of the queso fresco over our vegetables. Put it over your beans if you want. Why not? Have plenty of it. And I'm gonna
There's
get
shells
some.
in there.
I see. I'm gonna get some cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, skip the cilantro. You can also use parsley.
Hey, the horny frog's got a touchdown.
All right, so I keep snagging my apron. Ooh. A little bit of meat. Okay, maybe a lot of meat. And this has some nice sauce on it, so you don't have to worry about going to all of that trouble here. Don't get out the taco sauce and
Nope.
fill them as full as you want to, but just be careful.
It's warm.
They're spicy. All right. A little bit of onion. I know you guys can't see us way over here. I'll bring them to you.
There. Now they can see your plate.
Ta-da. And on top, I'll leave. You want cilantro on yours or not? I'm going to let you eat one of these.
I want it just like it is there. No cilantro.
Okay, I'm putting cilantro on mine.
You're more than welcome to.
And because I like it.
I know you do.
And I'm going to put an avocado on the top because I like that too.
Avocados from New Mexico.
Or on the side.
You're gonna lime it.
I'm liming it. When you serve this, just serve it with lime wedges.
Mm-hmm. Whew.
It's
Hot
warm.
and dry on front of the stove. Good thing I got my tequila cocktail.
Yep. All right. Here we go. You could do like cute little taco stands. I actually have cute little taco stands, but oh well, they're downstairs. Didn't even think about that till just now. All right. Ta-da. Here, I'll move that so you're not eating vegetables and things that you don't want. I am going to eat vegetables.
I grabbed 7 shells.
You are so good.
Imagine that.
I need my drink.
Well, go get your drink.
I'm working on it.
Yeah. I'm
I made a
at the
mess over
same
here.
level of cocktail as you are, but I'm on my second one.
All right. You're not going to eat any beans.
Nope.
Chili bean.
No beanies.
They're still warm.
Yeah, they look it.
They're very warm.
They're not smoking as bad as they are over there.
Oh, those are perfect.
No, they look good.
Mm-hmm.
They look delicious.
Mm-hmm.
But
Just enough heat. Wanted to mash them a little bit. Go for it. Those are good. All right. Other things that chili bean doesn't like.
yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No.
Mm-hmm.
Tacos.
No. You guys need to try that.
Al pastor tacos. That's what I'm eating.
Pretty close.
That's what I eat it.
I'm waiting on you.
I know. You're fine.
Oh, goodness.
I only have a few more seconds left on this one.
On the Yeah, out of all of
last
this, I think it's the heating up of the taco shells that takes the longest.
No, I mean actually cooking the meat.
Well, yeah, clearly, but
Out
I
of
have
our
a
show.
sneezy dog. But when you get the meat and everything on
All
it,
right.
those taco shells just get really
All done.
soft and lovely.
Off.
Thank you.
All right, do I have a plate?
Here, just eat that one.
No, I'm good. I got my own plate.
Eat that one. I made that one for you to eat on air, goofball.
Oh boy.
Cheers.
Cheers, tacos.
Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm.
May your taco touch my pastor.
The flavor is definitely there. And the meat is juicy and tender and messy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to drip down the other side of my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And the lime, and it's, yeah.
They're delicious.
They're really good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Messy.
That's what they're supposed to be, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Ah!
Did you lose one?
Almost half of one.
Yeah. This is worth the hour in the pressure cooker for sure. Even if that's the only part of this you make, when you just eat the tacos all night.
Mm-hmm. I caught it.
Good job.
Mm-hmm.
The flavor is right on the money.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll finish the rest of that one later. You might need dental floss though to get the meat out of your teeth. So there we have it. Our virtual trek to New Mexico. Maybe a little bit by way of Southern Illinois for sure. I think I managed to get everything that like the traditional, authentic everything ingredient wise, because we're again pretty blessed to have that available close by.
You'll have to ask your cousins.
How I did, yeah.
Oh.
I'm surprised they're not watching. So yeah. So we've got the beans and turn them into refried beans, cold with bacon grease, lard if you have that, but definitely some bacon grease. Mash them and fry them in a skillet. After you get tired of eating the whole bean, it's pretty simple. So yummy. I'll eat that all. Well, actually, I won't. I'll eat that for a couple of days and then it'll be gone. But it's good though.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I will eat my al pastor tacos.
Those are definitely Nikki dishes there.
Oh, that's okay. Hey, I have made her cook steak and taters a couple times
in the last week.
In this show.
So where are we headed? We're in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're gonna have to be different with Arizona because I suspect there's a lot of similarities
I
there.
think the main cocktail course will carry over
a little bit, yeah. So I'll try to come up with something a little bit different.
Yeah,
once you get into regions of the U.S., things are like all of the Midwest. It's kind of all the same stuff.
Yeah.
I'm finding that to be the case. We have pockets of a lot of the same stuff because of the way the country was settled. Yeah. So, all right, folks, we're gonna go finish this because it's really yummy and worth the
watch football.
Worth the time. And he's got to get to this football game.
Mm-hmm. I do.
I'm warm.
Yep.
All right. We will see you guys. The dog wants out again. Yeah. So we will take care of that. We will see you guys next Monday. We'll be virtually visiting Arizona, although I have visited Arizona.
I have to via plane.
Yeah, well, via plane several times, but otherwise a couple of times too. The dry heat, I will admit, it is not for me. I'm very much a Midwest girl. So the food, however,
you like it.
I'm good. Yeah. So, all right. We will see you guys next week.
See you guys.
I guess I'll do this part.
Yeah, you do that part.